Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
Hello everyone, welcome, glad you could join me. My name is Fernando Fuentes and I'm here with Pro Play Games. I'm going to be showing you a deck profile today. This is going to be Purple Eyesmon. It's the same deck that I took to a top 8 finish at the most recent regionals here at PBG. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get right into it. So starting us off, we're going to have the level 2s. It's going to be just 4 Demi-Maramons. He's incredibly important just in terms of consistency and being able to trigger your Eyesmons, as we'll see later on. And the reason I don't play a 5th one is because the other ones just don't do exactly what he does, and if you get the 5th like oddball egg like on a very important turn, then it could really lose you the whole game. That happened to me a couple of times at the regional. So I just want to maximize on the consistency, and most games in Digimon are not lasting past the 3rd egg realistically, so you will almost never need a 5th one. If anything, you could probably sideboard the 5th one if that's something that people are doing, but besides that, just the main 4. For the rookies, you're going to go ahead and have the most important ones are the 4 and 4 of the Goblimons. The reason why I chose specifically these 8 to start off with is because they are the ones that have the filter effects. Most of the other ones are not on inherited effect, gain, a sort of discard effect. So these are basically trying to achieve the purpose of the deck, and that's why I chose them. And they're Goblimons, so you have main character energy when you play them. But aside from those, just for consistency's sake, you don't want to miss a hatching phase in this format. It's very, very important that each rookie turn that you have, you place it, you don't miss a single one, because you fall incredibly far behind. So I wanted to play a higher count of rookies than I normally do in a deck like this one, such a strong combo deck. So I played a few more. I play Labramon. Labramon specifically has a combo play with Eyesmon. When you have Eyesmon Scattermore and discard pile, you can play a Labramon as your rookie to pass a turn, generic turn, for example, and then to that you draw a random card and then discard an Eyesmon, and therefore you can end your turn with a level 4 and a level 3 together. So it's a very strong tempo play, like a way to pass to the opponent without giving him too much memory while also keeping out the pressure. So he's a really good option at 2. And then the other option is Gazimon, just the generic memory stopper for this color, and he was the best other option. So a 2-2 split of those, since they're not the most important, and then 4-4 of the inherited effects. So there you have the rookies there. Moving on to the champion line and the core of the deck. Basically, the whole purpose of this deck is to resolve Eyesmon scatter mode and then summon Eyesmons off of it. And we built our entire deck for the purpose of just doing this as many times as possible during a game and just relying on Eyesmon to win us a game. So we play 4 and 4 of each. They're pretty self-explanatory, but the cards that have synergies with them I will explain right now. So it'll be these here. So Ginkaku Promote. The reason why he's actually so broken, and this again, I played 2 instead of 1. Not only does he go onto your level 3 when sometimes you might not have the regular Eyesmon line, sometimes you don't get the ideal setup, so you want to evolve into something to filter more cards. But he's incredibly efficient because when you summon Eyesmon, they don't actually have Rush themselves, and you would have to wait a turn, but you can give them Rush for 1 memory when you play this card. So, and then you can recur him a bunch of times with an option card that we'll see later. So definitely a quintessential part of the deck and how you win most games, I would say. And then 1 copy of Loey. Loey, you play Tamers in this deck, and you want to maximize your kill options from a safe area like the Tamer area. So you just play 1 of him, you can recur him as well. So you have a 2-1 split there. That completes the level 4s. For the level 5s, it's actually, there's a very small amount of top end in almost every deck that I've created for this format, simply because the format is so fast. So you'll only see 2 level 5s in this deck, 2 Lady Devies. You can evolve over the Eyesmon that you summon for free off of your discard pile into a Lady Devi to pass turn. It's a pretty strong play. It combos with Analog Boy, like we'll see later, and it can trigger even more Eyesmons. So it's the most synergistic option. It deals with Pokemons also, and also with, you know, other colors, Gazimon type effects. So incredibly versatile card, and we play it to go up into a super combo card in Anubismon. You only play one because you can recur him, and he doesn't work in every single matchup, but the reason you have him is just to show you a quick combo here. Whenever he comes out, you can bring out any Gabu, but primarily this one if you have it, and then you pop a memory booster, which we'll see later. You summon your Eyesmon. It still has haste because the rush doesn't fall off when you evolve. You activate a spell, which we'll see, get him in the discard pile, recur Eyesmons back to your hand, and then summon them all. And each one that you summon with Eyes will have rush as well, so it's like a really huge kill combo. So that's one of the main reasons why you play a level 6. If that combo wasn't available, I wouldn't even play level 6s in the deck, probably not even level 5s, just because the deck is so fast. So that's a little combo you have there. Just to increase consistency, because I was whiffing a lot on Analog Boys, I tried to find like the best tool possible to kind of have more discard options, and Nidhogg actually came up because he's both the perfect card to search off of your memory booster and your Analog Boys, and as well as he has an effect when he's discarded to gain a memory, so it stays on your turn very reliably when you do that with like a Lady Diary or something like that. So he ended up testing out really well, so I play him at 3. You 99.9% of the time never actually go into him as a card, but discarding him is very good, and you can recur him as well. For the Tamer package, we play 8 in total. As you'll see here, we play Madishita, just the go-to 3 Tamer for this color, and sometimes picking up a Jack Trade can matter. So that's him there. Incredibly important in this format to just stop options in general, but there's a lot of one-cost options in this format in both yellow, red, etc. So we want to be able to, and green as well. We want to be able to stop all of those cards. So just leaving this card untapped going into your opponent's turn to make sure that they can't do a lot of cheeky combos that the colors have. So incredibly important. Also, it goes into Lowy, and you can use it proactively in your turn as well with a lot of the 0-cost options and 1-cost options to make him free or even net you memory. So she's incredibly versatile, so we play 3. And then my favorite card in the game by far, Analog Boy Youth. It's just incredibly consistent. This is the best deck and the best color for Analog Youth actually, and it just allows you to dig for Eyesmon. Really, as long as you find both copies of both types of Eyesmons, you have a pretty good chance of winning the game, and this can effectively get you both. So it's just incredibly powerful. You also have combos where you, when I show you this card here, I'll leave Analog Youth on play because we'll have Calling to Darkness. So this is the way that you recur all the Digimon in the deck. You have to destroy one of your Digimon in order to pick up 2 purple Digimon from the discard pile. If you were to destroy a Lady Devi or an Anubismon, something like that, you would actually be able to hatch and gain a memory. So that's like a little combo there. But mostly, like we said, if your Eyesmon survives an attack, which that happens almost always, I feel like my Eyesmons have jamming, then you just do this coupled with a Mimi. It could cause 0, and you can extend your plays, make more Eyesmons, etc. So it's really powerful. It's probably the most powerful option in this deck, simply because of all the options you can gain out of it. Then we play, it's both an offensive and a defensive card, Jack's Trade. In Shields, it's really good. When an opponent attacks into security, they hit this and their turn passes, you pretty much just win the game automatically. So that's always good. But on top of that, this deck can get 20 cards in discard pile almost 100% of the time by turn, I would say maybe 3 to 4. So you just play these, gain 2 memory. It's almost impossible to not win that turn. So you max out on those. Then you have more memory. Memory control is essential. You have purple memory boost, just to find your Eyesmon, that is, or any combo piece that you might be missing for like the Anubismon play and things like that. But it's very relevant that you can actually do this in this format. So you can proactively play a Mimi and then tap her and then play a purple memory boost. It only costs 2 and pop itself for 2, so eventually it'll end up costing 0. So that's a really, really good play to increase consistency without, you know, wasting memory. So you don't lose tempo by doing that, so it's very powerful. Underworld's Call, it's just to have a little bit more of a security option for, you know, defense, offense type of thing. And also you can go for game by having multiple Mimis, or maybe even just one, going to 3, playing Underworld's Call for a promote, and then just swinging for game. So a very versatile card overall. And then the last card is your 1 removal option. I will not say the name of that card, but it's basically the most efficient removal. You play 8 Tamers, you play this card at 1. So besides that, that was the deck profile that I used to get top 8 of the PPG regionals, and I hope you enjoyed it. So.
You want to do that last line over again?
Yeah, sure. I didn't have a line prepared for the ending. Oh, would it normally?
Thanks for watching. That was his deck. Thanks for watching the video.
Okay. I got you. So,
Good day.
so 1, 2, 3. So that was my purple Eyesmon deck that I used to get top 8 in this most recent regional in PPG. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. It really helps us out, and you have a wonderful time.